Hey guys, it's Pete the Pool Guy here in Orlando. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our back end system. This is what we use to communicate from our pool techs to the office staff and then also to the customer. All right, so basically it sends out emails out to everybody at the same time, so everybody's on the same page, everybody knows what's going on, and there's no, hey, what's going on with my pool today? Your guy showed up and whatever. So this takes the confusion out of that. It's kind of like our digital door hanger, which is awesome, right? I made this fake service, and essentially on that last screen, you would have like 15 or so services, from full service to repair or whatever your technician has out there in the field, right? So this service right here, if you look at the very top, it has measures, treatments. So this is what we use there. There's some other tabs that you don't need to worry about, but anyways, this pertains to you. We'll click measures. Now, if you look here, there's a little slider in the middle, and you can slide this tab over there. So you set it to the chlorine reading or the pH reading that you tested the pool at for that day. We also will put in your pressure reading, so we know when the pressure started on the clean pressure, and then when it raises in pounds per square inch, and that lets us know when it's time to backwash the filter. All right, so let's just say 18 pounds per square inch right now, and submit, and it goes back over to the top, and we have treatments. Click that treatments, and now it'll show whatever we had to add to the pool. So if we had to add liquid chlorine, that's already in there. So that's 2.5 gallons, a jug, and let's pretend we put in, 2 tablets at the bottom here, right? All right, great. So now we've got that. Also, this little billable thing, that will let you bill the customer for certain chemicals if that's the way you have your company set up. So some people will have sequestering agents and things like that they add extra, and that's a little way that you can make sure and charge the customer for that. All right, so now we have a cool big button in the middle. That's map. So obviously you click that button, it will bring up either your Google Maps or whatever kind of app mapping software that you use. It will bring that up and drive you directly to the customer. This is super helpful for new techs and new pools, because you don't know where they are. You don't have to plug a bunch of stuff in order to get to that. You just bring up the customer's thing, boom, you hit map, it's on, right? All right, so next you have when started. If you want, on some of these people, I do that for my repair guy because we need to charge by the hour, but we don't usually do that for our service techs. But you can click the when started button so that they know that you started the pool, boom, at 4:51 p.m., right? So I click that, it gets logged into there. This estimated time arrival, that's really for office stuff, in case there's an appointment where they want you to be there at a certain time. You can between the earliest and the latest time where they'll let you. Okay, so then our checklist here is floors clean, surface clean, baskets emptied, walls clean, filter checked. If you look to the right, that shows when the previous time that was done, right? So I don't know why that's showing 2:16. That's really weird. I'll have to look into that, but we don't really go by that much. The office usually will look that stuff up, so I'll have to check into that. Anyways, completion notes. You can write in here if the filter needed to be replaced or whatever, and that will stay in the system. Now, you click status closed. You go to closed, and there's a send email button right there, right? You can hit send email if you want to send the customer an email, and underneath there's email templates. We set this stuff up in the system, and complete service template just basically sends you chemical readings to say, hey, here's your readings: 3.0, 7.6, filter pressure was 18, and you can also allow them to see what chemicals that you had to add if you so choose. You don't have to put any of that stuff in. You can also, on the system, add photos. So if you wanted to take a photo of the pool or whatever and then put that in the template so that they can see how the pool looked, that's something pretty useful as well. Or repairs, you take a picture of a repair, boom, and it will save in the computer. It'll shoot them an email that says, your pool needs a repair, here's a leaky whatever the heck, and we need to fix it. So the customer gets an email, the office personnel gets an email, and you in the field just covered your butt as to, hey, I told you guys we needed to repair this and nobody's doing anything about it, right? All right, so secondly, complete, look at the second tab there, it says complete service add water. We set that template up and all the rest of these templates up in there. So the complete service add water is basically you've completed your service, but you're telling the customer, hey, please add some more water because we can only add so much water while we're at your house for 20 minutes, right? It needs maybe an hour, or I don't know, of run time. Complete service lightning, that one sends an email out to the customers that says, we service your pool during a lightning storm, but we can only test the water, check the chemicals, and add the chemicals and check your filter. We don't touch pool poles during lightning storms, and here in Orlando, that's a giant thing. It happens every day around 2 o'clock. You can set your watch by it. So, next is complete service shocked. And complete service shocked basically means that it'll send them an email that says, don't get in your pool for 4 hours. We are actually, we serviced your pool today, but we had to treat for algae, and so stay out of your pool. Completed service earlier. Sometimes we use that one so that the customer knows that we completed service earlier in the day, but we couldn't close a call out for whatever reason. Maybe the cell sites were down, cell phone broke, or whatever. Who knows? There's always something, right? Customer suspended. Obviously, we'll send that email out if we drove to your house and you still owe us money. And we were going to service your pool, but we're not going to today until you call the office and pay. So that's kind of what that one says. Leak detection completed. These are some other stuff that we use in-house for leak detections. But anyways, you get the drift on that. And complete service need repair. Okay, underneath repair completed. That basically says, hey, I was out at your house today. You need a repair done, and please call the office, and you can, like I said, take pictures of it, and it'll post up and let the customer know that. So it's a cool way for you to, everybody's on the same page. Nobody is, kind of like, hey, what's going on? Everybody knows what's going on. It's a huge tool to manage all of the pools that you're going to, be bringing in. Service delayed, we use that one for if you're, we were supposed to come out your house, but for whatever reason, Jimbo was sick, and we will get out to your house, within 24 hours. Locked out. This is big for us because we have a lot of gated communities. Sometimes the guards won't let us in because we're not on the list or whatever the deal. Or pets, if people leave their bad dogs out or whatever, and we were going to go to the house, and I don't know, Killer was outside, so we're not going to go to the house with Killer. And so that's cool. We have some other things on there, but that's just a little gist as to what we use on our end. It's like I said, killer software called Poolcare Pro. It's awesome because it's a small company. They basically are growing and taking information from the pool guys out there in the field, what we need to better this system. And they're pretty responsive. Obviously, they can't get to everything all at once, but they have a list of things that everybody's asking for. And to his credit, Brian Permo, he has basically added suggested stuff that the companies out in the field really say, hey, this would be useful. And I've watched it happen over the years. I think we've been with them for 10 years or maybe longer. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting anything for this. I'm just showing everybody out there in the field, what's available and how we do this stuff. So hope that helps. And I hope that you understand that we really do care about communicating to the customer. It is a shortfall for a lot of customers out there that, that they just don't answer the phones, or they don't, the customer doesn't hear a hide nor hear from them for weeks or whatever. And then all of a sudden, the pool's green or whatever, and they don't know why because nobody's talking to them. So thank you so much for watching. I know it was long, and I tried to talk as fast as I can, so it wasn't super long, but it was anyways. Keep watching. You can find me on @PeteThePoolGuy on Instagram and Twitter for short stuff like this. Thanks again. We'll see you.